Alright folks, let's talk about ul-Azha. This isn't just about biryani and new clothes, though that's a bonus. It's one of the biggest holidays in Islam, commemorating Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son Ismail as an act of obedience to God. Just as Ibrahim was about to make the sacrifice, God intervened, replacing Ismail with a ram, showcasing his mercy. So, buckle up as we unpack the layers of ul-Azha and explore its significance today. Let's rewind to the OG story, the one that started it all. The story that has been passed down through generations, inspiring countless individuals. We're talking about Prophet Ibrahim, considered the father of monotheism. A man whose faith and devotion to God set the foundation for many. Ibrahim was always down to follow God's commands no matter how tough. His life was a testament to unwavering belief and commitment. But then came the ultimate test. A test that would challenge the very core of his faith. God commanded him to sacrifice his son Ismail, his beloved son, who was the light of his life. Think about that for a second. The gravity of such a command is almost unimaginable. Your son, your flesh and blood, you're being asked to let go, to give up what you hold most dear. It's like God was throwing Ibrahim a curveball, a test of faith that seemed impossible to pass, a challenge that would test his limits. But here's the thing about faith. It's about trusting in something bigger than yourself, even when it doesn't make sense. It's about surrendering to a higher power. And that's exactly what Ibrahim did. He surrendered completely, trusting in God's plan. He put his complete trust in God, believing in his wisdom even when faced with the unthinkable. His faith was unshakable. Ibrahim's story isn't just some ancient tale, it's a powerful reminder of the challenges we face in our own lives. It's a story that resonates with us even today. We all experience those moments of doubt, those times when life throws us a curveball and we question everything, moments when our faith is put to the test. It's in those moments that we remember Ibrahim's unwavering faith. His story serves as a beacon of hope and strength. Now back to the story, the climax of this incredible test of faith. Ibrahim, with a heavy heart but unwavering faith, prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice. His resolve was firm. He took Ismail to the designated place, ready to carry out God's command. Every step was filled with determination and trust. Just as Ibrahim raised his knife, a voice boomed from the heavens, a divine intervention that changed everything. It was a message from God, halting Ibrahim's hand, a moment of divine mercy and grace. God, pleased with Ibrahim's obedience, sent down a ram to be sacrificed in Ismail's place. A symbol of divine provision, this divine intervention cemented Ibrahim's legacy as a man of immense faith and obedience. His story continues to inspire and guide us. Let's connect the dots between ul-Azha and the Hajj pilgrimage. Picture this. Millions of Muslims from all corners of the globe, dressed in simple white garments, converging on Mecca. It's a breathtaking display of unity, devotion, and spiritual cleansing. ul-Azha coincides with the culmination of Hajj, specifically the day of Arafat, a time for intense prayer and supplication. Imagine standing shoulder to shoulder with fellow Muslims, all seeking forgiveness and mercy from the Almighty. It's a powerful reminder that no matter our differences, we're all equal in the eyes of God. Pilgrims perform the ritual of sacrificing an animal as a testament to their willingness to surrender to God's will, just like Ibrahim did. But it's not just about the physical act of sacrifice, it's about sacrificing our ego, our desires, and our attachments to worldly possessions. It's about recognizing that everything we have is a gift from God, and that we should use it in a way that benefits others. A huge part of the sacrifice involves sharing the meat with the less fortunate. This connection between ul-Azha and Hajj highlights the importance of community and shared experience in Islam. It's about coming together as one ummah, one global community, to reaffirm our faith and strengthen our bond with God and each other. Let's use this time to examine our own lives, our willingness to sacrifice, and our commitment to serving those around us. Let's dive into the heart of ul-Azha, the profound spiritual and ethical lessons it teaches us. This sacred holiday is not just a time for celebration, but a moment for deep reflection and understanding. It's easy to get caught up in the festivities, the food, the family gatherings. The joy and laughter that fill our homes during this time are truly special. But beneath the surface lies a deeper meaning, a message that resonates far beyond the holiday itself. It's a message that calls us to look inward and examine our own lives. At its core, ul-Azha is about submission to God's will. It's a reminder that our existence is part of a grander design, a divine plan that we are privileged to be a part of. It's about recognizing that our lives are not our own, that we're part of a larger plan, a divine tapestry woven with threads of faith and destiny. This realization brings a sense of peace and purpose. It's about surrendering our ego, our desires, our need for control, and placing our trust in something greater than ourselves. This act of surrender is both humbling and liberating. We live in a world that constantly tells us to chase our ambitions, to put ourselves first. The noise of modern life can often drown out the quiet call of our spiritual needs. But ul-Azha reminds us that true fulfillment comes from aligning ourselves with a higher purpose. It's a call to step back and reassess what truly matters. Sacrifice isn't just about giving up something we hold dear, it's about transforming ourselves. It's a process of inner purification and renewal. It's about letting go of negative habits, toxic relationships, and limiting beliefs that hinder our spiritual growth. This act of letting go is a powerful step towards personal freedom. It's about making space for something new, something better, something that aligns with our values and brings us closer to God. This new space allows for growth and blessings to enter our lives. ul-Azha teaches us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in our capacity to give. The act of giving enriches our souls and connects us with others. When we share our blessings, we create a ripple effect of kindness that spreads far beyond our immediate circle. This ripple can touch lives in ways we may never fully understand. Let's reflect on the deeper meaning of sacrifice and embody the spirit of generosity and compassion in our daily lives. By doing so, we honor the true essence of ul-Azha and carry its lessons with us throughout the year. Let's break down the key acts of worship and charity that make ul-Azha so special. This festival is a time of deep reflection, community bonding, and spiritual growth. First up, we've got Qurbani, the ritual sacrifice that's synonymous with this holiday. This act is rooted in the story of Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son as an act of obedience to God. Qurbani is about more than just the physical act. It's a symbolic representation of our willingness to give up something dear to us for the sake of God. It teaches us about sacrifice, devotion, and the importance of prioritizing our faith. It's about recognizing that everything we have is a gift from the Almighty and that we should use it in a way that pleases Him. This act of sacrifice is a way to show our gratitude and commitment to God's will. Families who can afford it will sacrifice an animal and distribute the meat amongst family, friends, and the less fortunate. This distribution ensures that everyone, regardless of their financial status, can enjoy the blessings of Eid. It's a beautiful act of sharing and caring, ensuring that everyone partakes in the blessings of this special occasion. This practice fosters a sense of community and mutual support. Next up, we've got Salat al-Eid, the special Eid prayer offered in congregation on the morning of Eid. This prayer is a significant part of the celebration, bringing together Muslims in unity and devotion. Muslims from all walks of life, dressed in their finest attire, gather in mosques, Eid prayer grounds, or even open fields, standing shoulder to shoulder in prayer. This gathering is a powerful display of unity and equality. The Eid prayer is followed by a sermon where the Imam delivers a message of hope, unity, and reminds us of the significance of the day. The sermon often includes reflections on the values of sacrifice, charity, and community. Now let's talk about Sadaqah and Zakat, two essential pillars of Islamic charity that take center stage during Eid ul-Azha. These acts of giving are fundamental to the spirit of the holiday. Sadaqah refers to voluntary acts of charity, any good deed done with the intention of pleasing God. It can be as simple as a kind word or as significant as a financial donation. Zakat is an obligatory form of charity, calculated as a percentage of one's wealth. This ensures that wealth is distributed more evenly within the community, helping to alleviate poverty. During Eid ul-Azha, Muslims are encouraged to fulfill their zakat obligations and give generously to those in need. This act of giving is a reminder of our responsibility to support and uplift one another. Let's engage in these acts of worship and charity with sincerity and mindfulness. Each act, no matter how small, contributes to the greater good and strengthens our faith. Let's make an effort to connect with God, strengthen our communities, and extend a helping hand to those less fortunate. By doing so, we honor the true spirit of Eid ul-Azha and make a positive impact on the world around us. Let's talk about the communal and familial aspects of Eid ul-Azha that make it such a joyous occasion. It's a time when families and friends come together to celebrate, share meals, exchange gifts, and create lasting memories. Think laughter echoing through homes, the aroma of traditional delicacies filling the air, and children running around in their new clothes. It's a beautiful reminder of the importance of family and the bonds that unite us. Food plays a central role in Eid ul-Azha celebrations. From savory biryani and succulent kebabs to sweet sheer kurma and melt-in-your-mouth baklava, it's a culinary extravaganza. Families often prepare elaborate meals, sharing their culinary creations with neighbors, friends, and relatives. But beyond the festivities, Eid ul-Azha is also a time for reflection. It's a time to pause, take stock of our lives, and reconnect with the values that truly matter. It's a time to strengthen family ties, mend broken relationships, and forgive past grievances. So, as we gather with our loved ones this Eid ul-Azha, let's not forget the true spirit of the occasion. Let's make it a celebration of faith, family, and the enduring spirit of humanity. So there you have it, Eid ul-Azha, a time for faith, sacrifice, reflection, and community. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, our faith can see us through. As we've explored the story of Prophet Ibrahim, the significance of Hajj, and the various rituals and traditions, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of this beautiful holiday. Eid ul-Azha is more than just a celebration, it's a call to action, a reminder to live our lives with purpose and integrity. May this Eid ul-Azha be a time of spiritual renewal, joyful gatherings, and meaningful reflection for you and your loved ones. Eid Mubarak.